What's up, everybody, and welcome to Flagrant.
Yes, we're back.
Okay?
Finally, for the first time.
This is for the first time. We have not already done the podcast. And
Alex is already
over.
hating on Drake, which is pissing me off.
Listen, we're gonna get to the Drake stuff.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to the Drake stuff.
Relax.
You.
Don't turn the fans on me this
Nah,
quick.
you're hating, bro.
No. Give it at least 5
I'm
minutes.
about to go Chud the Builder, bro. I'm about to go.
Or can we get to Drake in 1 second?
Yeah.
We have an important story to tell. We're just washed dads on the road doing comedy. Shout out everybody in Salt Lake City, and a friend of ours will remain anonymous.
Yes.
A friend of ours will remain anonymous. Last tour was with us, took down a porn star in Las Vegas, and did not share this story with us.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is when I think I was out there too, right?
I mean, if it was a fun city, I would imagine you would find it. Oh, I got to record a podcast in Barcelona. And they're like, yo, we're going to be in Vegas. Oh, they got that covered. That's totally fine.
You know, sphere.
We're going to be in Kansas City this weekend. Oh,
Yeah.
My LA studio is getting renovated.
This is what happens, though.
God. Stop. Yo, we're not starting the pod over again.
We'll just believe it. We'll just believe it.
Bleep that name. Okay.
So a random anonymous friend of ours says to Schultz, he's like, yo, thanks for letting me have your penthouse suite.
Ooh.
So
Nice
he
of
gets
you.
he gets a penthouse suite at one of the casinos because he's performing there.
And then,
Okay.
but what did I choose to do?
He had a red eye back to go see his family.
Family man.
He's
Nice.
leaving, but he
Nice.
has his penthouse suite for the night. So he gives it to one of his friends and goes, hey, you can just have it.
So he finds a porn star that looks exactly like Dove.
I don't think so. I actually think she's hot, to be honest.
No, she's a very attractive girl. Obviously, she's very
You want to
successful.
fuck Dove? Is that what you just said?
I mean, this Dove. This Dove's not bad.
She's a little manly. Like,
Why are we starting out this mean? This is a beautiful girl.
no, beautiful.
And Dove, I think, is a handsome guy.
Yeah.
And when you
Dove
get...
is also beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. So when you get to that level of handsome, there's going to be a little bit of crossover.
If Dove was stacked like that, I guess he kind of is. But if he was,
Was.
Yeah, it was.
Was.
But he's telling us the story like kind of in passing.
Definitely no chemical compound helping with that.
You guys suck. None of this is going to be used. Dove, I'm not them. You still got tits, all right, man? You still got tits.
Yeah, exactly.
Go.
But he brings us a story to say, oh yeah, thanks, by the way. And all of us just like record scratch, like, what? And he starts telling us the story. He's like, yeah, I hooked up with a porn star, in the penthouse.
And he's doing that classic thing that this specific friend that will remain nameless does, where like he drops like the most interesting little tidbit and then like pretends to walk away from it.
You do the same shit all the time. You do that shit.
Takes one to know. Hey, takes one to know, my dog.
Only a master knows another master. You know what I mean?
You do that shit all the
Come
time.
on. You want to catch fish, you need bait, my boy.
He'll be scrolling through his phone like, whoa, and just keep scrolling, just waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, what's the move?
Yeah.
You do that
But
shit.
he also loves that though.
I do.
Do you remember when we were doing the Netflix commercial? Me and Miles were in one of the back rooms and we were like, "Yo, watch this. Ha 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 ha!" And then Schultz immediately runs in. What you laughing?
You guys having fun in here?
I'm like the neighbor from Home Improvement. Like,
You got a little joy in it? Let me have some of that. But he starts telling us the story. And we're all so washed that we're just listening with so much intention.
Yeah.
And then we all start just slow playing and we're like, no, tell us every detail.
can I just back up? He starts telling the story like a woman. Like, he tells us, he's like, yo, I hooked up with this porn star. And then he starts going into like emotionally what he was dealing with. Like he starts going to be like, yeah, I was so nervous because, she's been with all these guys. And we're like, yeah, nobody gives a flying fuck about your nerves or anxiety.
Yeah.
Tell us how much coke you had to give her to get her up to the penthouse, and then tell us what happened in the penthouse.
Tell us how much money you paid.
Well, that's the funny part.
It's more of a barter.
He met two porn stars together. And then they were hanging out and he was like, yo, am I about to get the double up? And then one of them got a call that she had to tend to.
She had to go to work.
Okay.
And then the other one, I guess, didn't get a call.
Okay.
Damn, that's kind of fucked up to put it that way, Mark.
Well, I mean,
That is messed up to put
is
it
that how
way.
it happened?
Is that how it happened? You
I
had
mean, one had to work that the other day. The other one.
I can't. I'm sorry.
The way we were saying is,
You know, one did charity. Sometimes you got to give back.
she gave our friend a promo code. That's the way we put it. She got the
Flagrant 20.
Yeah, he got the promo code, and so he redeemed it and
Okay.
got the value of the proposition. But he starts taking
Did
us
he
through.
barter services?
No, not at all.
Oh,
They're
okay,
just
okay.
up there. They're vibing.
Okay.
But he's telling the story and he's talking about like what he's going through. He keeps on like harping about this. Like we're up in the room and I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm like, bro, fast forward. Get us to the good part. Do you make out with her? Does she make the move? Whatever.
And he's like, well, we traded WhatsApp numbers, and then we were texting back and forth. She sent me like an emoji, and he's like, keep going, get through this part. And Schultz is like Muhammad Ali in Fight Camp, just like he needs every detail explained to him by like the other people around, you know, just like every. So at one point, our friend is like, yeah, you know, like I was looking out at the Vegas, you know, skyline, looking at the Sphere and this giant penthouse, and she started sucking me off. And Schultz goes, wait. Did she unbutton your pants or did you do it?
These are important things.
Important detail.
You're making out like.
Yeah.
But he needed every
I need every single detail. I'm not gonna lie. I
every
didn't want to tell you guys this. I got a little hard asking
No,
questions. I did. I know. Not fully, but like
Too much.
No, because I was asking the questions I wanted to know.
Yeah, that's towing the line, dude.
Listen.
Oh no.
Towing the line. I was
Son.
over the line. Like,
Yeah, but your
I
friend's
need to
right
know
there
everything.
because you have to picture his dick in the scenario.
I pictured it.
That's
and I made it bigger. I was very kind and generous to him in like my mind as I was, you know, thinking about it. And we all wanted to know because it's a porn star, right? Like there's an expectation. You know, if you play one-on-one with like Steph Curry, like you want to know where he's pulling from. And like we go, when she went down, did she do all the things or did she have like, was it like a night off?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that they do it casually too, right? Like there's a different level of performance when the cameras are on and the lights are on. You're getting paid
how
for it.
much of a porn star? Because if it's OnlyFans, that's like an author that's self-published.
No, she this girl's studio. This girl's studio.
Oh, she's
This is
okay,
not one of
she's up
Dr.
there.
Umar's books.
Okay.
This is.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah.
This is the real deal.
Okay.
Simon Schuster.
Yeah.
This is Random House.
So she says she went for it.
Yeah.
Tried to eat the booty while he was standing. He. Come on, Miles.
Son.
Come on, Miles. Tried to eat the. This is a little early in the pod to even share something like this.
Nah,
But
you
like,
got me now.
tried to eat the booty while he was standing.
I'm about to get rocked.
See what I'm saying? Made him spread his legs like a cop.
Yeah.
Right? Made him spread the legs and he rejected the booty lick.
Gay.
Stop and frisk.
Gay.
Yeah.
Unless he's a little dirty.
Of course she's dirty. They've been at a nightclub partying in Las Vegas, but the fact that she still went for it.
Ow.
I mean, it's like.
He got one. I want one too.
It's truly.
Cheers for the L.
That's it for the end.
That's it for that. That's
Everything
it for
else is in.
And then the funniest part
How
is
you turn that down from a porn star? That would have been probably the best.
I don't even know.
Cleanest his ass would have ever been.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, we'll
The
continue.
funniest part is that he's in this penthouse suite with a whole panoramic view of the entire Las Vegas skyline. And he was like, yeah, dude, she was blowing me. It was awesome. And we were like, which way were you facing?
Oh, yeah, because she put him up on the window.
He got pinned up.
So immediately I'm like, wait, what? And I was like, your back is to the window? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, no. No, not at all.
He was almost Patrick Bateman. He was like this close, just like looking out on the city.
She shouldn't have the view because she can't see anything.
Exactly.
It should be reversed, and then
Yeah.
you're seeing the entire Vegas skyline. You're seeing the sphere,
Oh yeah.
everything.
Then one arm on the glass, you know, it's a little support system. Yeah, come on, we've been there before. Come on. now.
Massive fumble.
I'm glad that we're thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
He
So-
ain't turn her around like.
Listen, I think when you're in a situation like that, you're just trying to hold on for dear life.
Son, you're a DP. Get your angles right, bro.
What's DP mean? Oh, those are the different meanings when it comes to, comes to this.
Double entendre, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, Drake.
Yeah.
Okay, Drake.
But yeah, that was our wonderful weekend of solid. Wow. Yeah.
Imagine holding on to that story for 2 years and not telling your friends.
Right? Did he pipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Last long?
Well, that's the annoying part. He goes, yeah, you know, like...
Because we asked that. I love how you're asking every question. I love how you're asking the exact same questions that we were asking, right?
The important shit.
Because we were like, yo, how long did it last? And he was like, well, you have to understand, like, emotionally what I've been going through.
Yo, I would have slapped
bro.
I would have slapped
bro.
I'm getting frustrated.
we need this. Stop.
We needed it bad, bro. We needed it bad. You know what number he threw out there? How long he lasted? He's like, it was all right. Just guess the number that all right is.
Knowing him, I would have been like, he probably said like 20 minutes or some shit like that.
Son.
Bang on, dude. Yeah.
Really
it was almost like you were there with us.
That's crazy. Oh, come on. Why you got front? You got to front.
Yeah. A mediocre display of 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah, like.
And we're like, what? That's the cumulative
She don't got one video
ever.
25 minutes. You just gave her the longest video of her life.
That's a nut, rest nut again right there.
Yeah.
He said he had to play pool for like 15 minutes before they hooked up. And we were like, why? He goes, that blue chew ain't kicking.
He literally did the ad. He did the ad.
Yeah. He needed the blue chew gold, man.
Yeah.
The gold,
I know, it wasn't invented yet.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Any other questions that you're ruminating on?
Did he circle black?
No, we asked the same thing. Have you circled the block? And he said no. Wow. It is really amazing how we have the exact same curiosity.
Yeah, there's only 10 questions, I guess.
Yeah, but like all of us wanted to know the exact same thing, and somehow when he was communicating it, none of these things were answered. Like, I almost wanted him to tell you the story without you asking a question.
I really was getting frustrated at like the level of like, come
on, I would
on,
get
bro.
hard and then it would soften up again, and our hard would soften up again.
Had to go play pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, y'all listen to that Drake?
Iceman is out.
The Iceman cometh.
Yep.
Listen, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that have been dying for us to, review this triple album.
Yes. Our rap take is very influential.
Our rap take is very influential in the hip hop community. I know the asshole army really wants to hear it. I mean, you're just thinking about it. We have a black guy, we have a white guy, and we have a guy that everyone seems to think is Jewish. So together, we are probably the most qualified group.
We're Drake.
We are Drake.
We're Drake, bro.
We are Drake. At the end of the day, we're Drake.
I'm Iceman.
Facts. Yeah. So like, listen,
I think you're Iceman. I think I'm Maid of Honor. I think you're Habibti.
You're definitely Habibti.
Yeah.
You're definitely Habibti.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. How about that? How about that?
That's so Habibti of you.
Right?
So Habibti of you. Listen, we got to talk about it. What did you think?
I want to hate, but Drake is back, bro.
Wait. You don't want to hate.
I said I want to hate.
You want to hate, but Drake is back.
Drake is back.
It's heat, bro.
Drake is back.
It's heat. Like, it's fun to listen to, but if you're like a rapper, like you like bars, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And you know what it was? Drake's been on top for so long that it was just kind of fun for him not to be on top for a little bit. So we just had just some fun, even though I'm a Drake fan. But it was fun just to clown him for a bit. But he's back. If you hate on this album, you're just a hater.
You're a hater.
This shit is...
Wait, which one are you talking about? Iceman or the all three?
The whole girly shit, I haven't even touched that. Like, I played a couple songs on it and
Habibti?
2 out of the 3. That's good enough for me.
2 out of 3 is insane.
I mean, it's a lot of songs, bro.
Sure, that's the thing. I think most people, and we were talking about this weekend, is like, I don't think most people have even really digested 3.
Yeah.
I think they're like listening to Iceman and they've like jumped around songs on the other 2. So I think there'll be other songs that start to pop up from the other 2. But Iceman got some slaps.
Yeah. Biggest win, Toronto.
Talk to me.
They finally have some pride back. Because that's
think they were
all they had.
The Weeknd.
He barely claims them.
You
He's
think
always
he's
in
more LA?
Yeah.
He's more LA. But he's still theirs.
Yeah.
He's still theirs.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, now they got pride again. They're smiling. They weren't smiling for a good 2 years.
And I don't like them. I don't like them down. Like, Canadians are their best when they feel good, happy. Like, they were getting bullied by Trump with the 51st state shit. Like, they were just going through a lot of, like, torture.
So we beat them at hockey. That's how bad.
That's how
they were.
bad.
Yeah.
So
like,
if he dropped this album before that game, we might have a silver medal.
Yep.
We might have a silver medal, man.
Yeah. I thought it was fire. But I'm also a Drake glazer, admittedly.
Why is it glazing to appreciate the person who's the best at the thing? Am I a Michael Jordan glazer?
No.
Yeah.
I was talking to him a little bit before the pod. And so the one where he sounds like Kodak Black. And I'm like, would you like it if somebody went on stage dressed like you and told the jokes exactly like you do it?
If it was Drake.
No, you wouldn't like that shit.
But you don't think he got the cosign from Kodak for that one?
It's not about that. It's like either have a feature with him on the song. Don't just steal his sound and his flow.
But wasn't he locked up?
Whatever. So then don't do it.
Got it.
It's just a weird thing to do. Like
Yeah,
it sounds like him. It's the same flow.
The flow is identical to the,
Yeah.
what was it?
Transporting.
Yeah, the Transporting song that Kodak. Yeah. What do you think we were
I just
trying to
gotta
get
watch
to?
out. Yeah, just watch out. Yeah.
I thought that was fire. I thought Chivaldi's was good. I thought. What?
Nah.
You saw that one? You saw that one? Damn, that's too quick.
And you gotta sandwich it in with something. You can't just cut it.
Tried to. I didn't even get the other part of the bun on it yet. Shut it down immediately. All right, guys, important announcements. June 5th and 6th, we'll be at Virginia Beach for shows. We'll also be August 8th in Halifax, Nova Scotia for a show out there. Great Outdoors Fest, fantastic. And also, we're doing something really good for the world, okay? June 4th, the Life Paddle Classic. We partnered up with Neurogum and the IVF charity that I've been working with, Baby Quest, amazing charity. Shout out to Baby Quest. They do incredible work helping people start families that are dealing with obvious, financial constraints that come with IVF. But Neurogum has set this thing up. You go to neurogum.com/pages/Schultz. You buy that dad bundle. It's got your wake up mints. It's got your go to sleep mints. It's got everything you possibly need. And all the proceeds from the entire event are going to go to Baby Quest. And if you're not able to show up to the event, you just want to support, go get some Neurogum as well, because all the proceeds from that link right there that I just told you about are going to be going to them. And there's also a button that's going to be on that website where you can just donate directly to Baby Quest. Again, you'll be changing people's lives. It's an absolutely amazing thing that you could donate to. So that event's going to be taking place at Paddle House in Dumbo, Thursday, June 4th, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Come hang out, come play, enjoy the day, and shout out to Neurogum and Baby Quest. Peace.
Also, I have great news. Plano, Texas, Chandler, Arizona, Pasadena, California, and Detroit, Michigan, and Salt Lake City. I'm coming to you. I'm doing stand-up comedy in all these places, and you can get the tickets on my website, Mark Gagnon Live, and I cannot wait to see you all there. Thank you very much. Alejandro.
And in the gift of giving, shout out to Food Bank for NYC. They invited me to their gala that we had this past week. We raised $1.4 million or something like that to, feed people in need. So that was awesome. And also thank everybody who came out to the tennis event I had this Saturday. It was fucking fantastic. The next one, if you missed it, the next one is going to be July 25th. Get your tickets at theallloveclub.com. The next one is July 25th. See you guys there.
No, I thought it was fire. And I think people have been wanting to clown on it. And like there's bars that people are like pulling out and being like, oh, this sucks. I don't know. I just feel like the whole Kendrick Drake thing, just people being like, yeah, I wanted to hate on Drake for a year. I'm like, all right. It just feels lame to me that people want to just hate on him just because they want to hate.
I mean, it is super lame, but that is kind of how we act towards people who have immense success for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Like I remember Jordan going through it.
Yeah.
Like Jordan was obviously the best player in the league, and there are people that are saying, but he's never going to be Magic, he's never going to be Bird. It's like, yeah, he's better than both of them. So there is this like natural reaction, and you almost need to see somebody suffer so that you can celebrate them. We're very weird like that, and like the people that manage suffering, meaning like they share a lot of their suffering, are easier to root for. Have you noticed that? But the people who just crush it, is harder to just celebrate.
Yeah.
Like you celebrating someone who's only winning, fucking everybody's girl, making tons of money, putting out the best music. Like, yeah, there's a natural human instinct, I guess, and it sucks that we have it in us to kind of pull that person down. But if you're being objective, he's nice at the thing.
Yeah.
And so many, like, albums aside, just so many good songs over such a long period of time. Like, what, 12 years?
Yeah, this has been the greatest run in hip hop.
And even if there's only one good song on the album, he's putting out good songs every single year for 12 years. I'm like, that alone is impressive.
So here's my question. I have two. One, I want to know everyone that he got at that I didn't even think he got at. Like, where are all the disses? Who are the craziest disses? Who are the disses? Who are the disses to the people that it's not even really publicly known yet? And then 2, does this erase the Drake Kendrick beef?
Let's start with 2.
Yeah, you want to start with 2?
You don't think it erases it?
Hell no.
Does it chip away from it?
No, in the same way that Pusha T beat Drake, but Drake came back with good music where it's like people aren't really talking about it anymore, but it's still an L on his record.
Yeah.
But we don't even, I forgot he lost to Pusha T.
I didn't.
But again, I'm more casual about it, but
Yeah.
like to me, I think with music or with sports, there's this recency bias where like you could get knocked out in a fight. Like for example, Francis Ngannou this past weekend. Before this, Francis Ngannou got knocked out by Anthony Joshua, if I'm not mistaken, in a boxing match. He comes in this week and he fights a guy who's definitely a lesser opponent, but he looks so unbelievably intimidating that you're just like, yo, this guy's the baddest man on the fucking planet.
I get what you're saying.
Ronda Rousey too. Like Ronda Rousey was getting fucked up in the UFC. I mean, Holly Holm, I think, knocked her out pretty easily. And it's like, then you see her just take out Gina Carano in 15 seconds. Yes, Gina's much older, hasn't fought in a long time, but there is this recency bias in us for things. And I wonder, it's like, if Kendrick not dropping anything, and he probably isn't, and this is the last thing that we've seen, is he back on top?
Well, I think to me, this is just what I kind of expected him to do, which is like same with Nas and Jay-Z. It's like, yeah, you lose the battle, but you win the war. And like, I think Drake is just gonna, when it's all said and done 20 years from now, Drake will have won the war 10 times over. The difference with Nas and Jay-Z is that they're now both billionaires and friends.
Yeah.
I don't think Drake and Kendrick will ever be friends.
Oh, no.
I don't think they're ever gonna like patch it up in 20 years and be cool.
Decision to continue going at Kendrick in this, right decision or wrong decision?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, I think if you avoid it, it's like, you acknowledge you lost, you bowed out, and that's it.
But I like that it wasn't like whole songs dedicated to it. It was just like, yo, this beef is forever. I'm going to continue sunning you.
The whole album is kind of dedicated to it in a way, but it's dedicated to everyone that shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
it's him plus
yeah.
everyone.
It's not a specific diss track. It's like a little bar here, a little bar there. If it's a specific diss track, then Kendrick might have to get back in the studio. But does he get back in the studio for a line or 2? I think no. So it's almost...
I'm not gonna lie, like Drake definitely played it good. Selfishly, I wish he had one song just
Dedicated.
like, yeah, because I remember when, even after the Jay-Z Nas situation on Blueprint 2, Jay-Z just had a whole song just destroying Nas. And it's like, people don't really talk about it, but I'm telling you, this was the hardest diss track of all of them.
Sure, but...
And I love that. So just as a fan of battle rap,
yeah,
I would have liked another one.
you would have liked it as a fan, but strategically,
It
it's
wouldn't have
like...
been the smart play.
You don't want Kendrick to drop and then fuck up your rollout.
True.
Because if you do some crazy shit, Kendrick drops. Now we're talking about the back and forth beef again, and you just put out 45 songs, and now you got to get back in the fucking studio again. It's like you want to do just enough where you're taking shots and he's not responding.
Which is why I think the triple album is smart for a bunch of reasons. It's like, one, I'm acknowledging everything that's gone on in the past 2 years. So it's like, that's Iceman. And then it's like, I'm also going to put songs for the women, kind of like the Drake that you know. That's like Habiti. And then here's where I'm going to go. And that's Maid of Honor. It's like kind of, it's more experimental. He's trying out different sounds. And it's like pushing kind of like, here's the next wave that y'all are going to jump on. So he kind of does everything all at once. Like, here's where I'm at. Here's the old me. Here's the new me. And it's just flooding the plane. And on top of that, Miles pointed this out to me. Michael Jackson is the only artist to have 3 of his albums chart.
At the same time?
Top 3, 1, 2, and 3. Right after he died.
Oh, wow.
Right after he dies. He has the 3 albums chart. He's the only artist to do it. And Drake, it seems like he's making a push with this to try to do the same thing.
And the nod with the glove.
Yeah.
And apparently he's the guy who bought the glove.
Yeah. $150,000 for the diamond glove.
I thought that was...
Kind of a steal, right?
I thought he rented it for that. I'm being 100%...
No, I think he bought it.
From what I understand, he bought it between some...
Michael Jackson's diamond-encrusted glove is only $150,000, but there's a Pokemon card that is worth $7 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't that
crazy.
seem off?
But I wonder if they have a few gloves.
That's what I think. I think there's a few gloves, and it's not diamonds. It's probably like rhinestones or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, who cares what the stone is?
Just
but like
the fact that Michael.
if there was
I'm
the
pretty sure
one,
there's multiple.
There's multiple.
Yeah.
But there's multiple Pokemon cards. That to me just feels so odd.
Well, if you're talking about the Pikachu Illustrator PSA 10,
Yeah, there's only one.
there's only one of those.
Yeah.
There's only one of those. What? I'm not trying to get you. That's what it is.
What do you think has been in the hands of more kids? Banger.
Don't say that.
Absolute banger. Absolute banger. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I like that. I do
Great
like
job,
that.
Chelsea.
I do like that. I'm
Great
gonna
job,
start doing
Chelsea.
that.
Great job, Chelsea.
Y'all be giving me.
But no, he dissed everyone. So obviously there's the Kendrick disses on like a bunch of different tracks. Damn, who is this guy for real? I guess a magician. 100 million streams vanished. No one's got questions. Talking about the Kendrick streams that all of a sudden were there and then they got pulled down.
A little hypocritical because some of your streams disappeared as well.
That is kind of funny to do. That is kind of funny to do. It's like Nancy Pelosi and like Trump talking to each other about rigging the stock market.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you rigged it more. Yeah. Okay. All right.
And Muggsy Bogues dunked for once. Even I'm a bit amazed. Kind of funny. This one was one that people, specifically on Black Twitter, got kind of, there was discussion about it. White kids listen to you because they feel some guilt and that's how your soul gets fulfilled. Handing out turkeys on camera inside of your hood and then you go back to the hills. How many houses you built? How many souls did you heal off the back of your deal? So he's basically saying white kids are listening to Kendrick because they have white guilt. He's like, they listen to you because they want to be like an activist and a part of this whole like, you know, black cultural movement. And that they do it because you represent that in the space, not because they actually like the music.
I'll be honest, I never met a white person listen to Kendrick, bro.
No, you go to a Kendrick concert, it's they're buying most of the tickets.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, that's
That's
also
most of hip hop. Like,
Yeah.
most of
But that's just a
big acts.
numbers game, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's like when your genre is the most popular genre of music in the world, and you live in a country where black people are 12% of the population, and white people are like fucking 60 or 70. Like the chances are the numbers are going to be skewed. In
But
that
like
way.
But he's trying to
NBA
call out-
Youngboy show, it's a bit more mixed than a Kendrick show.
the whites ain't getting after the NBA young boy.
They
show.
like him, but it's a bit more mixed. It's a little
staying in the
dangerous.
skybox.
It's a little dangerous, some of those shows.
But he's calling out Kendrick's hypocrisy because he's like, he's basically trying to say, oh, Kendrick, you say you only make music for black people. You're a black artist for black people, but then your show is, 80% white.
What I would say is like, that's not Kendrick's fault. Like
Yeah.
he can't decide who buys the tickets.
But he's just saying you're misrepresenting who you are. I'm being honest. My music's for everyone. That's why my audience is Indian kids and white kids and black kids.
That is true. I would say that like he's more ubiquitous. Drake is a more like universal artist.
Yeah.
Like
But sometimes he'll frame things trying to make them like disses when they aren't, because that's a good thing if
yeah,
you're.
he's like you just make music for black people. And then Kenny's like, yeah.
Yeah. like when he said, you rap like you're trying to free the slaves. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good thing. You don't want to free the slaves?
Yeah.
You want them to stay there?
I mean,
is
like,
funny.
Drake he's half wants him.
So you're like, he'll try to frame shit like that. I'm like, bro, look in the mirror, man. That's why people keep telling him, look in the mirror.
That would be a good movie if some guy did rap and freed the slaves. That'd be a fire movie. Would you not watch that?
If rapping freed the slaves?
Yeah.
Mark, keep going.
Okay.
That's a Miles comment.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Keep going.
I'm
better
just
than
saying,
that.
it would be a
Keep
good
going.
movie.
All right, give me
Use your bleep already.
He goes
so-
to DJ Khaled. That one went super viral, and everyone's in Khaled's comments.
What does Khaled do? What is Khaled? Because I think he thought it was just gonna like brush past, or maybe some PR firm told him like, "Hey, it's better you don't say something, or whatever." But like, this is not going away, and now he's so late to saying anything that if he does, it will just look performative, like he's doing it because he's getting criticism. So what does he do? He just doesn't go outside anymore.
But then another thing, so hypocritical. Because Jewish Drake, I hear you speak out about Israel.
Well, he did sign the Creators for Peace thing.
Fuck is that?
This was like basically a big coalition of artists that signed like a ceasefire activism plea. That was very public. And he signed it like...
That's the quietest way you can say free Palestine.
It's louder than Khaled.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that happened.
Alex.
I guess it's a
It's
little
not
bit of...
louder than Khaled.
Yes.
Khaled can't even say it.
That's true. It's
Like,
something.
that's insane. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, free Palestine, is it that crazy? Like, what's the opposite of free Palestine? Enslaved Palestine? Like, how could you not say, like, sometimes I see people that they can't even say the words.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and you're just like, well, what are you trying to say if you can't say the words?
That shit
like,
is
I understand, like, words might have different meanings, etc., but, like, you should be allowed to say the words. Don't you want everybody to feel free? Like, how could you not want anybody to be free?
It is a politically charged comment.
Of course, it's same as like Christ is king.
No, that's factual.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just factual.
That was like that judge we were watching, the Brilliant Idiots. So he's like, they were asking him a direct question like, oh, can Trump run for a third time based on the
And these
Constitution?
motherfuckers couldn't even say it.
Yeah, I know.
They couldn't even say it's unconstitutional.
That shit is, whew.
Yeah, crazy. But now everyone's in Khaled's comments just being like, yo, say it.
You had to turn off the comments, right?
Yeah.
So what would you do if you're Khaled? What would you do? You got to join Hamas. That's the only way, right? You got to go extra. You got to go.
They got to dig bigger tunnels, dog.
He needs to.
That's going to be a little tough. Dude, Khaled joins Hamas. He's like, hold on.
Bro, there's no way he's paragliding, right? Like, there's not a fucking parachute big enough.
It's gonna look like Indiana Jones. That rock comes down the tunnel.
No, but for real, like, what does he do? What would you do if you were?
Now you got to ride it out. I'm assuming that in his mind, because he's half Palestinian, full Palestinian.
I think full.
Like in his mind, I'm sure people got in his ear and they're like, hey, you're a pop star. You make music for everyone. You're one of the biggest artists in the world. You're getting all this money off of making these hits. So you work with everybody. You don't need to say anything. Just because you're ethnically from a place, you don't got to do it. I'm sure people told him that.
And
he
they
was
probably
like,
said this is going to go away.
yeah, and they'll be like, this will all smooth out and you're going to be fine. You can privately have your beliefs, but publicly you don't need to say anything. And I'm assuming that's what his position was. It was a political one. And now he's made enemies with people and now they're applying pressure, a la Drake. But like Mo Amer said the same thing in his special.
He called out Khaled too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now people are noticing, being like, bro, you're us and you're not saying anything about this. That's crazy. And there's even been videos of people that have interviewed Khaled. They're like, yo, say free Palestine. He goes, peace and love to everybody.
Yeah, I know. That shit is great.
What I don't understand is like, what is he worried about saying it?
Maybe his partners, whatever, backers are.
But like, wouldn't they understand that he would feel that way? Like, wouldn't he understand that he would want his family members over there?
Are they that understanding?
They,
Like
they
some
don't
of
have,
the
they don't have
strong
to
Zionists.
understand. They don't have to understand their position, but they could empathize with his position.
Can they?
I mean, do you not?
I think it's one of those things where they're like, hey, remember that rich, like Zionist billionaire that you performed at his kid's bar mitzvah 2 years ago and he paid you crazy money to go do it? Do you want those deals to dry up? You can either make a stand and gain financially, maybe something, maybe not a ton, or you can say nothing and still be able to play both sides of the ball and make money from everyone. I'm assuming that's what happened behind the scenes.
Do you think he's going to keep getting Weight Watcher deal while he gains weight? Like that only happens when you cool with a lot of people. Bro.
So he thought that like being we're assuming here obviously, but he thought that like his ability to be this celebrity for everyone, this like public figure that can have access to all these different rooms would be limited by taking a stance on this cause.
That's what I assume.
But it's the same shit Drake does.
Interesting. So you're like, Drake isn't loud enough about it to call out Khaled.
Yeah.
But I think he got pushback for that too.
But I think in Drake's position, he's like, I don't have to say anything. I'm Canadian.
Yeah, it's like, these aren't my people. Whereas like you should feel compelled to talk about it because they're your people.
Yeah.
Now you can feel compelled to talk about it because you're a human being.
Yep.
Absolutely. But like, if something's happening in Scotland, it doesn't matter to you probably as much as it might matter to me.
Nah, it matters to me because you're my brother, bro.
Yo, man.
Come on, man.
Thank you,
Come
bro.
on.
Yo,
what's going on
thank you,
over there?
bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, what is going on over there?
Yeah, what's going on with them sheep fuckers?
Damn, bro. That was crazy. That you just put
You
that
proud
on
of
me.
that though?
Yeah, but you didn't mean it that way.
Yeah. We both like big asses.
Fair enough. Fair
Come on, man.
I mean, what about the political
compliment.
scandal, the 2026 Holyrood election?
Yeah, that was crazy.
You remember that?
That was crazy.
The Scottish National Party was facing that difficult election cycle.
I know. It's just fucking.
What's your take on that?
Son, the Howdy scandal was fucking nuts.
That was a crazy scandal out there, and I'm like, I'm glad we got through it as a country and a people. It shows our resiliency. You know what I mean? Free Palestine.
Yeah, say free Scotland,
I mean,
bro.
free Scotland.
Yeah. There you go.
And then he went at Rick Ross. I liked this bar. I thought it was cool.
I mean, it was.
I was
very clever.
Aiden Ross was streams before Aiden Ross had ever streamed. I thought that was good.
Great bar.
Hard bar. Great bar.
He went at ASAP crazy hard. Your baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn, where's she at? That's a lot.
They got beef, but also if I drop an album, you know what I mean? If I drop an album, like my wife's private on Instagram, I'm like, get it up. What are we doing over here? Like,
yeah, a little bit, right? Maybe there's a reason.
She must have posted.
She
something.
must. Like you almost don't want to believe it.
She must have posted. That's probably an unfair take.
Can we check that?
She'd obviously check it, but like,
All right, look.
I feel like she posted him. Maybe not the
must have
song, but like
posted.
maybe him in a Prada ad or something. Like,
I mean, she's also a billionaire. She's like, I'm supporting enough. You know what I mean? Like, this is Rihanna we're talking about. Also, she made 3 of his kids. She's done a lot.
Yeah.
She's done a lot.
yes.
I mean,
Shout out ASAP.
But that's also ASAP's fault. He keeps shooting at Drake. Like his last album was so many disses at Drake. Like,
but I respect that too. Like,
Why?
ASAP's from New York, bro. Like, you tell me a New York dude who's someone's talking shit about and they're not gonna talk shit back.
facts.
Like, I think that a lot of people, when they see him in the
My
fashion...
bad, ASAP.
No, you know what I mean? Like, they
yeah.
see him in the fashion world and they forget, like, this is a New York rapper. And you talking shit about me, you're going to get it back. Like, every single time.
You're completely right.
now let the record show.
Yep.
According to Billboard from 2025, this is December from 2025. Rihanna hopped into Rocky's Instagram comment section showing love for her man and his hard work, saying, "So effing proud, let's go, baby."
That's not a post.
It's not enough.
Okay.
It's not enough.
That's a good comment. That's a nice supportive comment.
It is a nice supportive comment.
And maybe there was more.
Couldn't even hit the reshare or something. Like,
Maybe there was
Why you
more.
stirring shit up? This is New Yorker,
I
bro.
know.
The Knicks is in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right,
We need
you're right.
unity right
yeah,
now.
but it's
exactly.
Iceman season right now, man.
Iceman season happens after the NBA Finals.
That's
We need
true,
to be
that's true,
united.
that's true.
Shout out ASAP, all right?
Took a little shot at J. Cole.
I thought that was light.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought that was light unless there's another way to interpret it. Say the line.
So there's a couple. He says, "Me, I stood 10 T's and accepted the mission because I'd much rather be caught in submission. How can you press the ignition and let some memories of the past affect your decision?"
Nah, say the other one about engaged. The married rapper line.
Oh, yeah, I got to pull that one up.
I could have fell back like the married rapper, but we engaged is the line. When he says it, it kind of sounds like he said, but we ain't gay.
Oh.
That's what I thought the little double entendre. Now, but this could be like that dumb rap shit where you like find like 20 meanings to something that doesn't
But the couple
exist.
bars after that, he is still popping shots at him, though. Yeah.
Have you seen the kid? This guy's funny.
He definitely went lighter on J. Cole than I thought he was
Yeah,
going to.
he was delicate with him.
We can't play the audio, but he does explaining Drake lyrics to
Oh
my girl.
yeah, to his girl. This shit was funny.
This is funny.
Do you get that?
No, what does that mean?
He's down to put bills on their face, like money for their head, because he's
Oh.
down to like hire someone to kill them.
Oh, okay.
But then also bills in their face, like flexing on them.
okay.
Bills in their face.
Okay.
But also like a duck bill.
Yeah.
Because they're ducking,
Ducking Drake.
Like
Oh,
they're
yeah,
ducking
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
But the name for a male duck is a Drake.
No.
Yes.
Are you
Oh,
yes,
I didn't know
they're
that.
called Drakes. So they're ducking Drake.
Okay.
And Kendrick's last name is Ducksworth.
No way.
So this whole song is dissing Kendrick.
Yeah.
Who's ducking Drake.
That is
And then it
insane.
goes even further because the Buffalo Bills,
Yeah.
their rivals are the Patriots.
Yeah.
And their quarterback is Drake
May.
So they're ducking Drake.
No way.
Isn't that insane?
This is how we want women to react to everything we say.
That's awesome. I love that.
Right? Made me laugh.
You realize how much your wife don't care about you once you have kids and they run to see you when you come home? You know what I mean? Like, Daddy! She's like full on sprint. My wife is still cleaning dishes or something. Like, hey, babe, how you doing? Anyway.
Okay, we got a bunch more. I mean, he goes to Jay-Z.
Wait, but before we move on from that, why do you think he went light at Cole?
Because he knows Cole's not going to respond.
I think he also has a lot of love for Cole still.
Yeah.
But I think he had to call it out like, yo, that was weak.
It's also bullying if you go at Cole. Like going at someone who's going to engage in a beef with you. Is,
Oh, shit. That's funny.
No, I meant
Dissing
it's-
Cole right now?
I
Come
know,
on,
that's
I'm not,
kinda
just, I'm,
crazy.
not, I'm not trying to diss Cole. I'm saying like Cole has already said I'm not going to beef with anybody. So you're basically calling him out for not supporting you, but he's not you know what I mean?
I get it, but he's started this whole shit. You could damn near blame Cole for having all the shit Drake went through.
That's why he called him gay.
Or engaged.
Or engaged.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it should have been more bars. And then he said something about like he didn't pick up. He tried to call him. Or he didn't call him back or something like that.
I didn't hear that.
All right, give me some real fucking heat. Give me some like.
Well, the Lucian Grainge one is.
Who is Lucian Grainge again? He's the head of Universal?
Head of Universal.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a couple bars in here that are interesting. So one that's obviously says, I'm fighting the man, not suing a rapper. You boys aren't listening. So he's talking about how he's fighting the label that he's in this deal with. And he has a bunch of lines at him. He says, me and Lucian both got Jewish ties, but I'll still call the cap on his head like Jewish rabbis. And then he has this one, Grainge arranged an evil plan to get the masses to point their fingers at me and blame for the same things they had MJ framed. The difference with me is that I've maintained my black complexion. I'm ready to black out on anyone trying to white out my name.
So he's
gotta like
alleging
that.
he's alleging that Grainge is doing some dirty work.
Yeah. But he's been saying that.
Right.
Yeah. But I like that.
And
Even
then,
though I still don't like the lawsuit situation.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I kind of get it a little bit.
But this is another example of you pointing something out that you're trying to reframe it, but it's still corny shit you're doing. Like,
Yeah, so what do you do in that situation? Like, if you're trying to sue the label because you think the label is doing nefarious shit, but do you not do it because everybody's going to interpret it as suing Kendrick? Because that is how we all interpreted it.
cut your losses and move on. Like, he's gonna appeal and keep this thing dragging out. But I heard one theory online is like, hey, jamming them up with litigation, now he's using this 3 album to get off his deal, and now if they try to hold him on the deal, it could look like prejudice because he filed the lawsuit. Like, he might be using this as a strategic play to get out of his deal. I don't know. There's so many theories online about whether or not he's even still in his deal. Did he satisfy his contract?
Yeah, I saw a couple of those theories. And that some private equity company is going to give him some crazy...
Like $2 billion or some shit like that. Like, if that happens, that's crazy.
Crazy, right?
All right, guys, let's take a break for a second. After having 2 lovely, amazing, beautiful children, I have realized that sleep is everything. Like, if your sleep is off, your whole mood, your whole life, your whole everything is off. Your energy is down, everything about it. I didn't take it seriously until I turned 40 and had kids and then switched to Brooklyn bedding, okay? This mattress is different. I'm not just crashing anymore. I'm actually recovering. If you want to wake up feeling aligned, rested, like your body is actually reset overnight, I recommend getting yourself a mattress from Brooklyn Bedding, okay? They're not just throwing together some random mattress. They design and build everything themselves in their own factory in Arizona. Would we like it to be in Brooklyn? Yes. But no middlemen, no gimmicks, just quality. And they've got options for everybody. Whatever your sleep style is, they've got something for you. If you sleep hot, like I do, they actually have mattresses that stay cool all night. Also, this is big. They're endorsed by the American Chiropractic Association. So your back isn't getting cooked while you sleep. And you don't have to stress trying it either. They'll give you a 120-night trial. Think about that right now. Think about that. If you don't love it, you can swap it out. Simple. So do yourself a favor. Go to brooklynbedding.com. Use the promo code FLAGRANT at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. That is brooklynbedding.com. Promo code FLAGRANT for 30% off. Get your sleep right. Everything else gets easier. All right, guys, you see the lights. You already know what time it is, okay? If you ever find yourself in a penthouse room at a casino overlooking the Sphere and you have repositioned yourself to take in that amazing view while a trained professional is putting work on that schlong of yours, you want to make sure you are up to the task, and Blue Chew Gold has got your back. Don't bother with trying to play pretend pool with a girl who has no clue how to play in the first place. She just wants to get to chowing, and you're going to help her do that by being ready for the mission beforehand. You got that thing in the system before you even hit the elevator and booping it to go to that penthouse suite that your friend kindly bestowed upon you as he went to go take care of his family. Blue Chew Gold is the #1 brand in erectile function. That's right, it's hyper function. We're making you a literal professional athlete. Honestly, we're gonna make you the best. We're gonna make you the best version of yourself, and we've got a special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd for free with the promo code FLAGRANT. That's promo code FLAGRANT. Visit BlueChew.com for more important details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
But then there's also a line where he says, "Y'all about to make me Richie like Lionel for real," and that's the truth. Now, people have made a stretch here, but it's kind of funny. Lucian Grainge has a son named Elliot. Elliot is married to Sophia Richie, Lionel Richie's daughter. So Lionel Richie is Lucian Grange's daughter-in-law. And he also makes another line where he's like, "I'm the golden goose causing problems in Lucian's house." And so he's making this line like, "Y'all gonna make me rich like Lionel." So there's like sub-allusions that he's gonna be like Lionel and get rich off of Lucian Grainge. And the way that Sophia Richie got rich from being affiliated with the Grainge family. And some people have read into it to say that he's some way had like a tryst
With
Miss Richie. Now, this is a crazy allegation that people have tried to stretch. I don't think it's true personally, but people have tried to make the connection. That would be dirty work if that's the case. I don't think it's true, but that's what people are speculating on the interwebs.
can't put a box by him though. Can't put a box by him.
Yeah,
Boys
nah.
done work.
I know.
Boys
And now
done
he
work.
got that rep, so now if you just throw that out there, it's like
A little
man,
breadcrumb. Yeah.
Ugh.
He goes on to say, in reference to Jay-Z, people are assuming it's Jay-Z. I mean, he has lines about not taking he's like, "I won't take the dinner, give me 500,000. I can't learn anything from any of you. Damn, y'all was really island hopping back then. Now y'all got your names redacted." And it seems like he's referencing
Pusha T and Jay.
Pusha T and Jay-Z getting their names redacted
But
out
he
of their
could
Epstein
just
files.
he could just be referencing. That's a beautiful one where it's like if you take offense to it, it exposes more about you than it does the line. Because he could just be talking about the dudes on the Epstein files.
Yeah.
You know, you guys were island hopping, now you got your names redacted. Right?
Yeah, but that's a reach. Fuck that. That
But
was
if Jay
corniest bar on the album.
yeah. Good thing human beings aren't biased, man. Like, it's a good thing we don't have emotional connections to artists and defend them
Nope.
whenever we can.
Man.
He goes to DJ
Corny bar.
Mustard, Pharrell, Pusha T, LeBron, DeMar DeRozan. The Dr. Dre one I thought was great.
Why are you coming at Dre, man?
The bar is great.
What's the bar?
If Drake took out the AK, maybe he'd be going to jail just based off the name that it spells. What they say they just smelled. I heard they got a special place in hell for N-words as joking about the evil when they did it themselves.
Break this down.
So, if Drake took out the AK, I'm sounding like the dude.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God. If Drake took out the AK, it spells Drake.
Okay.
So you take the AK out of Drake as Dre, and he's saying there's a special place in hell for people joking about the evil when they did it themselves. So he's implying, again, allegedly, I have
It's
nothing
like
to do
if
with this,
Dre's joking about
being with
Drake
underage
being
girls.
with underage girls, he's like, Dr. Dre.
And
Like
there's
he's
an
been doing some
allegation that
checkups.
Dre was dating like a 15 or 16-year-old when he was like 25 or some shit. And he's calling back to that, saying, "You're clowning me for being into underage girls. You were on the record in a relationship," according to Drake. So what he says.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I know about Dre maybe getting a little handsy back in the day, but I didn't hear about.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. People look it up.
What should they Google?
Dr. Dre and hands. That's it. But damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a clever bar, nonetheless.
Absolutely.
We gotta talk about this Bron situation, bro.
So what do you think? I mean, like, to me, that's the most. I always thought that was the most foul. And again, like, we're in entertainment, and maybe that's something that, like, you gotta understand. Like, I don't know what Bron stands to gain from these things. He's already the top of the top. But, like, in this game, there are people incredibly opportunistic, and they will switch up on things. And people who have helped them, if they see that there's a better opportunity or that a person could be pulling them down. So they make these moves strategically. And it's like, there's not the same loyalty you would expect amongst friends in the business. But, like, I don't know. Like, Drake was going to his kids' fucking basketball games, bro. Like, that's... If I go to your kid's basketball game...
He had him tattooed on him, right?
Yeah, which is a little...
That's a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little
That's
weird.
a little weird.
But still.
That's weird. You trying to turn a weird thing into a good thing.
That is weird. That is a weird thing.
It's LeBron, dude.
So if I tattoo you on me right now, you're not gonna find that weird?
I'm not LeBron. If I was LeBron, though, I'd be like, yeah, damn right. It's LeBron, dude. And the bar is actually pretty good, I thought. I shouldn't even be shocked to see you in that arena because you always made your career off switching teams up.
Yeah, that was a great
Clever.
bar.
I thought it was clever. But I don't know. And then he goes to Joe Budden. That was a funny one.
What do you say?
I mean, but it's funny. To me, their whole beef is funny because it seems like they just go back and forth all the time.
I feel like they both low-key love each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like, I don't know. Like, I think we got to see, like, one day, 20 years from now, DMs where they're like, they're kind of just both like, nah, that was a good point you made about me, or nah, that was a good bar.
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
because I think their whole beef is predicated on them being with the same girls.
Oh, I thought it was like some rapidy rap shit. Like,
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
like a love of the game, and like I think Drake wants validation from Joe because he sees him as somebody who's like a connoisseur of music, and I think Joe sees Drake as like the guy who's reached the mountaintop and also is nice at rapping. He's not just some pop star.
Right, the
it's
line
girls.
is.
You think it's just about girls?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
this is what the line is.
that's some loser shit, bro. You guys are fucking 50 years old fighting about pussy. Like, come on,
It's
yo.
actually, I put it on Drake because like he would get with some of Joe's exes and then just like flaunt it. Like that's like Drake's motive is like, hey, I'm gonna clown you by showing I fucked one of your girls. And it's like, it's corny shit. And that's why Budden felt that it was corny shit, and that's why they've been beefing all the time.
But
I think
fucking one of the
they both respect each other's pen. So that's why it's like, it's mutual respect, but
It's also mutual pain. It's like when someone that you actually respect says something about you, it hurts more than someone that you don't give a fuck about.
yeah.
I mean, that's what the line says. Who knows which one of his bubble-shaped tings I must have ushered through the double gates, showing her the time of her life while broski having stomach aches, hearing about the good times at Lover's Lake, and send her back to you while you sleepwalking naked in another state.
That was funny. That was funny. That was funny.
And apparently there was
Drake
a line.
is funny.
As a comedian, there are bars in here
Yeah.
that you really do appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, there's a funny line. Apparently, I didn't know this, but that he told a story about sleepwalking one time naked.
I think he got arrested or
Yeah.
something.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I wasn't familiar with it.
He was like sleepwalking. I think he like knocked on his neighbor's door.
No
like,
way.
sleepwalk, Yeah.
That happens. But it's it's imagine sleepwalking, you know. But no, I thought that whole project was fire. I like that he dropped all three. I like that it's in the charts, and I think people are like, oh yeah, this is awesome. We get to witness greatness.
Stop glazing.
I am glazing. I
The
recognize
whole
that.
project's not fire. It's a good
You
project.
haven't even listened to it. That's why.
Iceman, I listened to a few times.
And then you haven't even listened to the other ones. So how you gonna say the whole project ain't fire if you haven't even listened to
all
it?
of Iceman ain't fire. Like Iceman, I would say 2/3 of it is good.
That's phenomenal for an album.
Yes, but then you have two more albums. The Habibti shit is just not for me.
You listened to it already.
Yeah, like I listened to like 15 seconds of each song just to try to get through it so I can have something to bring to today. I hate that album. Like I just don't like the slow singing shit. It's just not for me.
Right.
That's for other people. The other one, I think that's actually my favorite of all of them because it's just like fun songs
Maid
to
of
play.
Honor?
Yeah, while
Yeah.
you're just like driving in the car. And I think a lot more of those are going to be playing in clubs and going to be playing in the summertime and stuff.
I
Like
know.
Iceman was just like, hey,
This
I'm
is
getting my
I got
bars off.
bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm nice at this, and
Yeah.
I choose to do this other stuff where I sing.
Yeah.
That's a choice. I don't gotta do it.
Yeah.
I could give you all bars if I want.
But I think the Maid of Honor tracks are the ones that are going to last more years.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna be listening to this summer.
Probably. And then obviously we can't play the song, but this was This was kind of fun.
Which one is this?
You know.
Is this the music video?
Yeah.
Which one?
This is the music video for Dust.
Oh, the boy!
And they got the young bull as a cop.
Oh yeah, Shane.
I mean, how fire though?
Nah, this is fire. And then his kid's in it.
Yeah, yeah. And he steals a cop car. He's riding around Toronto.
And they got Shane in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
I mean, just awesome.
So Derek Poston went up with Shane when they went and did this. And Derek is like the biggest Drake fan.
Yeah.
Like he thinks that
I
he's
remember, yeah.
he thinks he's the second greatest artist in history, I think.
Yeah.
And the first is like J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
And then Champagne Poppy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So this was like, we were with Derek this weekend in Salt Lake, and like the first thing he said when he sat down, just like, tell me how many Drake stories you want to learn. It was fantastic.
awesome.
Oh yeah. Can you share anything? Anything?
Of course not.
No, of course not. Never.
come on.
Sworn to secrecy.
It's one of secrecy.
But it's just cool. It was just cool with Shane that Shane gets this opportunity to go up to Toronto to do this. And he's like, I'm bringing Derek.
Yeah.
Like, Derek is going to appreciate this more than anyone I know. He
That's
needs to
awesome.
come.
That's awesome.
Which is so cool.
Well, I didn't see this full video. Like, is Drake in the video at all? I'm sure he was on set while they were making it, but
I think he came on set at the end.
oh, okay.
But I don't think he's in the video.
Got it.
It's crazy they put out a video for all the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But then it's easy if he's not even in the video. Then you
Sure,
can just like
but still,
hire
like-
people to do all the stuff.
yeah, but still to do that, like that's a big undertaking to do a music video for one song. To do is it every song on all 3 albums or just every song on Iceman?
I think just Iceman, but I don't know.
Still, that's crazy.
And then the White House got involved. Like, apparently Trump posted an edit, some Iceman shit.
I'm sure he hates this.
He put out the Iceman, but it's ice.
I'm sure he hates this. Bro.
Come on, bro. Yeah, they're rounding up Canadians right now. But come on, dude.
Nah.
You can't be deporting Canadians to Iceman. And then there was another one. Like, I think like just the White House posted like this
that one.
Yeah, iced out white from the official White House.
Nah.
You could tell it's just
Insanity.
some 25-year-old Drake fan that's running this account.
Kind of a fun
Like
job.
from all the shit
Kind of a
that
fun
they
job.
post, like now you just know it's just some 20-something-year-old.
100%.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a team, and then there's just one guy that's like, yeah, this is what's hot right now. Post it. And
I
that
think you
Drake
might
guy-
be overestimating.
Yeah, I know. I think
I don't think they're that
one-
organized. I think it's one kid who's fucking 19 years old just sitting in the White House
Yup.
all day scrolling Instagram.
Because if it was a
Okay.
team, they wouldn't have let all this shit slip that did slip.
Fair. I don't mean a team of like highly trained professional. I think it's a bunch of 19-year-olds that are all in different
Could be.
different things.
Maybe.
Just
Could be.
sending shit to the main guy.
Yeah.
Could be.
Anyway, I think people have gotten all of our rap takes for the day.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
Drake's back, man.
Also, Al's a hater.
Why, what happened?
I gave it up to him. I
You
said
did
it's
give it up
great.
to him. I'm a Drake Glazer, and you said you listened to the first 15 seconds of.
The Habibti shit. Yeah.
That's 7% of the album.
bro.
And
It's,
you made
it almost put me to sleep.
an
that quick.
admonishment at 7%.
You like the slow one?
I liked it all. Listen, I had a bunch of flights this weekend and just had a great time flying and listening.
Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. At least I give it up. I like the Iceman
you give it
shit,
up, you give it up.
and I like the other one.
What else we got, Mark?
Miles, great contribution. And speaking of Miles, Chud the Builder got arrested.
Hey.
What?
The fuck?
What? It's a good segue.
That's a perfect segue.
You guys have similar mustaches. So,
Yo,
Chud the Builder.
fuck this guy.
so this guy Chud the Builder was going viral. If you haven't seen it, by
Chud the Builder saw the roast to Kevin Hart and was like, hold my beer. Let me show y'all how to be racist. What is this guy's MO? This
So-
is
he's a streamer. I can play some of the clips. I don't even
I
know.
thought you was about to play something.
I don't even know what we can play if this is gonna get us demonetized. We might have to bleep some of this. But basically, he, from my understanding, I'm not an avid Chud the Builder follower. I've only kind of heard about him since the story broke.
Let's not
But
even play a clip.
he will go around and
I don't like this.
basically like antagonize black people is what it seems like. Maybe I'm not giving a charitable read. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
But he'll go around and be like, y'all believe in free speech? And then black people are like, yeah. And he's like, so it's cool if white people say the N-word? And then he'll just say it hard R.
Yeah.
And then they get in a confrontation. And then if they try to fight him, he'll mace them. And then if it goes any further than that, he also has a gun on him. And then he's basically like, yo, free speech, we live in America, you guys are Americans. And that's the whole stream.
So we've reached the end of the internet. Is this the logical conclusion? If you game out the internet and you just let people do whatever the fuck they want, they'll do anything to get attention, and then this is the worst possible thing that you can do to get attention?
Interesting. Oh, that's your take on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just assume that this is like the logical conclusion to like, if you don't have, this is the difference between like attention and like art. Let's just call it. I mean, and we can be very loose with art. I think there are streamers that do things that are artistic. Like they're choosing to do more than just like whatever is the most, salacious thing you could possibly say. Like I think you saw Kai do a lot when he's building out these sets. Like there's a bunch of
I would
streamers.
even say speed.
Speed,
Like
absolutely.
going around all these places, like creating these moments in all these like countries that are maybe more obscure.
Absolutely, 100%. I would even say like I've been watching nonstop clips of Adrian Broner and Dean the Great. I don't know if you've been seeing them, but they you know who Adrian Broner is, the boxer, of course. And then there's a streamer Dean the Great, who I think also had like maybe a boxing career. Anyway, they've been hanging out, and like I just see clips online, but like they're just hilarious together. They're making fun of each other. They're making fun, like they're scaring the hoes. Like it's just like Adrian Broner. I mean, I really hope that he does not have a drinking problem like it looks like he does in the streams, but he is an all-time hilarious individual. He was hilarious during press conferences when he was a champion. He's still hilarious now. Anyway, I'm not saying this is like high art, but there is like a goal of intended humor for it, and it looks fun. But like if you're not capable of generating attention based on some form of skill, you'll do it based on pure shock. And this is the worst of the worst.
So you don't feel Chud the Builder is a civil rights activist, as the people online are saying, a free speech, proponent.
Are you? I mean, like, what are the limits of free speech in terms of like antagonistic behavior?
Well, that's my issue with this. Like, free speech is I think we've talked about this before, but it's like a legal precedent that the government can't put you in prison for something that you say.
Right.
So it's not illegal to say the N-word to a group of black people.
Yes.
I don't like. Maybe in a certain circumstance, potentially it could be, depending on like where you're at and like the nature of it. But like, you can say the word and not get arrested.
Exactly.
And that is what freedom of speech is.
Yes.
But to me, this is like, hey, I can disrespect you, and then you aren't going to do anything about it, right? Because you believe in freedom of speech.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
And it's like, nah, like you don't have to say the N-word to them. You could just go up to any group of dudes and be like, y'all are bitches, and they would try to fight you. And you wouldn't be like,
you guys don't believe in free speech?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're disrespecting me, and now there's going to be consequences for disrespect.
Yeah,
Is how
exactly.
people would react.
Yeah, I don't even know if we have freedom. I mean, we do have, I imagine, freedom to antagonize, but I don't know if anybody is like fighting for it. And that's what this feels more like. Freedom to disrespect, freedom to antagonize, freedom to like make people feel incredible amounts of discomfort. And like if he walked up to them, he was having a discussion about freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Right? Where he was like, well, what about this word? And how would you feel about people saying that word? And then some people saying like, I hate that word, but like, I understand you shouldn't be arrested for saying it. I don't think he gets any pushback, right? They're having a discussion.
Wouldn't get any clicks or streams.
But it wouldn't get any clicks or streams. And the goal is not freedom of speech. The goal is attention and a person who just doesn't have the ability to get attention through any other means besides the lowest common denominator.
It's hard for me to check my bias on this. Like, I really despise this guy and people like this.
Horrible.
And what bothers me so much is that he just like came out of nowhere, and now everybody knows his name, and they're probably using all the bot farms and the clippers to make him bigger. And this is just going to motivate more people to do this type of action because like, hey, this is the quickest way to get on now.
But I wonder if it does. Like, I wonder if seeing, he's got...
I already see it happening. There's more people like, oh, okay, it's up. We can just say N-word, we can just do whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's a slow roll with people like Nick Fuentes, because he says it all the time on his stream.
Yeah.
And now it leads to this. And I really hope, the only thing I dislike about this is that he shot himself and missed. Like,
Well, he did hit himself, right?
yeah,
He
but
crazed
he
himself.
missed.
He missed.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing about this.
Right.
Which, I mean, this is pedantic, but like, white dudes saying the N-word is more popular now on Twitter, but he's directly saying it to black people, which is like another level of antagonism and disrespect.
Because you can't get enough attention just saying it.
Yeah.
Now we're desensitized to white boys just saying it, right? Like you see all the streamers kind of like, they're not all, but a lot of these streamers just throwing it out there. So now, since we're desensitized to that, what's the next iteration of it?
Yeah.
How much crazier can I get so I can get the attention I'm addicted
First,
to?
it was a Kendrick concert. It was Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
Kendrick opened the door. Kendrick concert walk so Nick Fuentes could run.
So he gets in this thing. It's difficult to know exactly what happened, but I think the context is kind of clear. So like he's outside of a courthouse in Tennessee. He has a confrontation with a black dude who happens to be a veteran. And it appears that this guy takes his gun out before the altercation takes place, and then he shoots him and then also grazes himself in the confrontation. And he's claiming that he acted in self-defense, and now he's currently being charged with attempted murder, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, and his bail is set at $1.25 million.
Can you act in self-defense if your goal is to antagonize?
I don't believe so, but
And that's why the judge was like, we're setting the bail super high and we didn't think that you
the only
were...
problem is I don't know if he started this one. That's what both sides are claiming. They're claiming that the black guy came out of nowhere.
Because now he's popular enough on the internet that people see him. And so some of his streams, you'll see him walking around and people are just like, yo, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then he immediately fires back with the N-word or some other type of racial slur.
There's an interesting thing going on where it's like, we pretend that like words don't have meaning. Right? Like they don't hold meaning outside of like the dictionary definition of what they are. And like I saw an interesting debate, or at least a clip of the debate, so I'm not giving full context, but it was between Ak and Sneeko. And I think Sneeko was taking the position of like, it's just a word and people should be able to say the word. And then Ak was like, all right, we're going to say something about Allah.
Shout out to Ak. He cooked him on that.
And it was like, it was a great
cook.
point because what he was presenting is like, hey, that word means more to you. It's not just a sound. It has a meaning and you will not use it in a negative way, which I think most people understand. They're like, this means so much to you and we're not going to disgrace that person. And there are people that do it and they do try to disgrace it and they know what they're doing when they're doing it, right? But like, you can't sit here and be like, that word has no meaning, it's just a sound. And then when there's something important to you and someone tries to disgrace it or ask you to do it, you refuse to do it. So now you acknowledge that these words do have different meaning. And to black people, this word means a lot, especially when non-black people say it.
Yeah.
So it might not mean anything to you, but if it, just like Allah might not mean anything to you, but it means to somebody else. And you might have to deal with that response.
Yeah.
Muslim,
should you be
Muslim
able-
was in my group chat when I said, in my DMs when I said something on this pod that they didn't like.
Well, but now should the government be able to punish you if you say that in America where there's freedom of speech? No. Like, should you be able to speak negatively, or should you be able to say these words according to the government rules of freedom of speech? Yes, they shouldn't put you in jail for that. But that doesn't mean that someone can't be pissed off by it. It's like what Charlamagne says all the time. It's like you have the right to freedom of speech. You are free to say whatever you want, but you're not freedom from the repercussions that another person might have. Like you have the right to say whatever you want about my kids. I'm going to react away if you're talking crazy about my kids. Yes, my kids just have names and they're just sounds or whatever, but it's like they have a very different meaning to me. And you saying these things. So
and people wouldn't be like, oh, you're so emotional for reacting that way.
It's like, yeah, I'm emotional. And people get emotional about certain things. You know, whether or not the government should be able to restrict your ability to talk about my kids, I would say like, no, you have the legal right to do it. But then I'm going to react emotionally about it, I'm sure. And you have to decide if that's worth it to you. Guys, let's take a break for a second. We're in May. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and Talkspace, the leading provider of online therapy, wants you to strengthen your relationships and know that a caring, licensed therapist can help. Why on earth is May Mental Health Awareness Month? It should be like January when you're feeling that gloom, right? May, the sun is out, you're starting to feel great. You're like, actually, I think I'm fine. We need to make that switch. Regardless, connections with others are crucial to mental well-being, and therapy can help you communicate better with loved ones, repair conflicts, and understand how to address loneliness and build community. It is easy to get started. You can easily sign up online and get paired with a licensed provider, typically within 48 hours. Talkspace makes getting help convenient, and you can take your appointments from the comfort and privacy of your own home and exchange text, voice, or video messages with your therapist too. Talkspace makes it easy, accessible, and affordable to face your challenges, whether that's a mental health condition, relationship conflict, past trauma, and everyday stress, and find your path to move forward with resilience and peace. Plus, most insured members have a $0 copay. Let me tell you more about why I love Talkspace, because it is there for you. It is the place where you get your therapy. You don't have to go in. Even if you got a therapist outside of Talkspace, you wouldn't be going into the office to him. You'd be doing it online anyway. So why not go with the online professionals? Take care of yourself this month and every month with Talkspace. Talkspace is in-network and most major insurance plans. But if you pay out of pocket, as a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off of your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/flagrant and enter the promo code SPACE80. That is SPACE80 to match with a licensed therapist today. Go to Talkspace.com/flagrant and enter the promo code SPACE80. We're all trying to feel healthy, right? Drinking more water, getting steps in, taking our vitamins. But here's what most people miss: your liver health. When have you thought, oh, I need to take care of my liver? Oh, maybe I should do something nice for my liver. Oh, let me watch out for my liver. It affects everything. Your energy, digestion, skin, even your metabolism. It's time we show our livers some love. And that's where Dose comes in. It's a clinically backed liver supplement, but not a pill. It's a 2-ounce daily shot that tastes like fresh orange juice, 0 sugar, 0 junk, 0 calories. Your liver handles 500 plus functions a day. It's your body's filter. And when it's overworked, you feel sluggish, tired, off. Dose helps cleanse your liver, support daily function, and can reduce midday crashes, boost metabolism, and improve digestion. Plus, it's backed by 2 double-blind placebo-controlled studies showing real results. Ready to give your liver the support that it deserves? I hope so. Right now, you're going to head to dosedaily.co/flagrant. Or enter Flagrant to get 35% off your first subscription. Your body does so much for you. Let's do something for it. That's dosedaily.co/flagrant for 35% off your first month subscription. Now let's get back to the show.
And there's another thing that bothers me, and I know people, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Like, people say, hey, black people are always victims, and they just like, we milk the fact that there's just like racism, and they think that we're post-racist society since Obama and shit like that. But then you have a guy that does this type of stuff, then puts up a GoFundMe, and people are donating, and he just raised $1.2 million. Like that.
You raised that much?
Yeah.
I don't think it was that much.
I thought it was like,
look at it right now. It's. Oh no, I'm sorry. Maybe.
I thought it was like 90,000 or something.
No.
Like that.
He hit enough to get the bond. The bond was 1.2 mil, but you have to hit 10% of that so you can pay the bail bond. So,
yeah, I think he raised 200,000.
200,000. But even that, imagine. It's
crazy.
That is that many people willing to support this guy who's doing obviously racist behavior, and then you try to tell black people that, oh, racism's done. Get over it. Mm-hmm. Like that shit is. It just sucks.
Yeah.
To know that.
Yeah. That exists. That there are people out there that.
Yeah.
That I don't even know what you're supporting right there. Like, you want to be able to say the N-word to black people? Is that what the people are supporting? Like, what is the...
They're supporting his actions. All the shit that he does, they're supporting his actions. They want him free. They want him back on the street to be able to conduct himself that way.
I mean, he calls himself like a free speech warrior. That's how he frames himself. And I think that the most charitable interpretation, of course, I think there's a massive contingent of people that are just racist and don't like black people and are willing to support this. But I wonder if the most charitable interpretation is like, because I've heard people even kind of like sort of flirt this on X, where they're like, white people get called emotional all the time, but we say one word about black people and now they're trying to fight. And that's like what they'll try to say. And they're like, this guy's just pushing the limits of free speech, and he's illustrating that you are allowed to say things and you don't have to react negatively. And I don't think that's a great defense, because it's like, no, if you disrespect someone, they can check you. Mm-hmm. And that's like very reasonable in the context and the setting you gave, like with your kids. Like, yeah, you disrespect someone, you might get slapped.
Yeah, we're not robots. This is not ChatGPT. We're like emotional beings, and like sometimes we'll have irrational responses to things that we're very emotional about. You know what I mean? Like, it's about to get very irrational in New York in the next week. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's gonna be. If you want to talk about irrational behavior from people who are sane, go outside of Madison Square Garden after a Knicks victory or a Knicks loss, and you will see how emotional we will get about this team that we care about. Have we met any of these people on this team? No. Do we have any connection activity to the people on the team? No, but this means a lot to us, and we're gonna go fucking crazy. There are gonna be guys right outside MSG saying they'll suck dick for a Knicks championship, and they're gonna say it on film, and it's gonna be posted by Side Talk, and they believe it.
He got to be from Jersey, but I still
Don't put that on there.
I recognize the love, but nah, he's not a New Yorker.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like we get emotional about things. That's why I always say, like, even with jokes, is like you can't be upset at someone's reaction. Like, we should be able to say jokes, but if people are upset at the joke, then you have to understand that they're upset at the joke.
Yeah.
In this circumstance, the huge difference I would say is that we are not saying it to the person specifically to irritate, antagonize, and hurt their feelings. That is not the goal of the joke. The goal of the joke is humor for everybody at that show to laugh. But if somebody doesn't find it funny, you got to let them not find it funny.
Yeah.
And like when the comics do the whole thing where they're like trying to bully them into a specific reaction, it's like that's just not how comedy works.
Yeah.
You don't bully someone into laughing.
Yeah. Now, if someone like heckles or tries to ruin the show, that's
Now-
where I'm like, now you're doing the wrong thing.
Now you've made me emotional. And I get to
Like,
react emotionally.
you say a joke to someone and you're at a show, someone doesn't respond well, and they just privately leave.
That is
I'm
the
like,
best. You
that's totally
reward
fine.
that behavior.
Yeah.
You reward, or if they're just not laughing, whatever that, you reward that behavior because what they're not doing is making it about themselves. They're just going, I'm not going to interrupt the show. Other people are liking this. I don't like it.
Not
but
for me.
That's not for me, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I like applaud that shit.
Yeah.
If you're stopping the show and trying to do all this, it's like what you're doing is you're making this moment more about you than all these other people that paid fucking a lot of money to go see a show, got a babysitter, came out that night. You're ruining their issue for something that you feel.
Yeah. You make a joke about cancer, and it's like, oh, this person in the front row just lost someone to cancer 2 days ago. And
Why are
they're
they going to be laughing?
They're going to react emotionally, and then they leave, and it's like, yeah, I didn't mean to do that to you, but if it hits you in a weird way, like I totally get it. And
It was not my intention to hurt your feelings.
yeah, and if it hits you in a weird way, I understand. You can just step out.
It's his intention to make people feel uncomfortable, and that's why he carries a gun.
Yeah.
Comics aren't carrying a gun on stage, right? Because it's not our
I need
intention.
to.
This is possible. But you know what I mean? Like, because the intention is pure,
Yeah.
right? The intention, and also like, usually going to a show more or less the type of comedy that you're going to get. You know, but if you got to carry pepper spray and a gun, you're probably doing shit you know that people are going to react poorly to. And that poor reaction is exactly what you want.
So I'm following this case because, oh man, if he beats this, if he gets off, like, this is going to be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Now,
going to be a bunch of
apparently there is a phone call that got out from prison of him pleading, allegedly, I don't know if this is AI, I don't think that it is, but pleading to Adin Ross to post bail and that he's willing to fight.
What does that mean, willing to fight?
This is a 40-second clip. This is what he says.
Dalton, Chud, if you can get me out, help with the bond. I cannot access my funds until I get out of here because no one has access to any of my gifts and go or my crypto wallets, etc. I have to get out of here so that I can get verification processes to get into all of these funds. I will fight for free. If you can help me out to post bail, I will fight for free. We'll do
fight on
whatever it
his
is
boxing.
Yeah,
thing.
brand
you want
risk.
to do,
Brand
bro.
risk.
I need somebody with big money who can throw down, who can support me.
And Adin has publicly rejected the request to pay the bond.
I mean,
Smart job.
fight Francis Ngannou. I don't think anybody would object to you posting bond for that, right?
I mean, there's already been fighters that have called him out.
Still don't post it back.
There's been a few.
Sure.
There's been a
But
few
like,
fighters that have
in
called him out
jail.
that are like, "Yo, I'll fight you. Like, we can put the money up. I'll put up this amount of money. If you win, you can get it. And if I don't even want money from you. Like, let's just go fight." I've seen a few different fighters put that up.
I mean, don't even give more attention. Don't even give
I want a
anything.
few of those lifers in jail to just have their way with his asshole.
Oh, there's gonna be.
That's what.
Now,
that's
people have
what I
also
want that.
found these images and they're suggesting that this is him. I haven't confirmed that it's him,
Oh no.
but people are suggesting that maybe he did have some type of alternate life online, allegedly.
Oh wow.
Oh, just a troubled soul.
But yeah, that's that one. Anyway, more feelings, no facts?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hate that guy, bro.
I mean, in streamer news, did you see Clav get mogged by the judge?
No.
This is very funny. People just like pointed this out. But basically, people are like, at his hearing, it seems like everyone that's surrounding Clavicular is hot. And people are like, People are like, they just found like the hottest judge they can get.
Firing a gun in the Everglades during a live stream. They have now pleaded no contest to the charges. Andrew Morales, known online as Cuban Tarzan, and Braden Peters, who goes by Clavicular, were each charged with unlawful discharge.
And people are like, look at this guy.
Peace.
Bang.
Bro,
Peace.
look like he did a little jaw breaking. This guy, the judges.
And people have pointed out, like, he did an interview, I forget with which news agency, but like the guy that interviewed him was handsome. Like everyone that's around Clavicular is handsome, and they're like, oh, they're just pulling out hot people to like check him. Like that's what everyone's saying. They're like,
To check him in what way?
like if you're gonna get a judge, you need to have the hottest judge, because according to his own bylaws, being hot is the only thing that matters. So if you bring the hottest person out, then he's just gonna be like, damn.
Guilty.
Kind of funny. Did you see the Cars for Kids thing?
Dude, this is the funniest shit in the entire world. You know Cars for Kids?
Yeah.
Did you hear this story?
I did. But I heard it's been a thing for a minute. I'm surprised it's popping up now.
But we just found out about it.
Yeah.
So
It's
the New York
weird.
Times just ran a story that says, judge bars Cars for Kids from broadcasting misleading ads in California. For context, can you explain what Cars for Kids?
1877 Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids.
Everybody's heard it.
1877 Cars for Kids.
I think
Send your kid to Tel Aviv.
Is that how it ends?
I thought that was the end of the song. We just never got to the end of the
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
I think it was specifically a Northeast thing, because I don't really remember it in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
This
think
was-
it was up here.
There's a few jingles we remember. Salino and Barnes, injury attorneys, 1-800-888-8888. I think that was a lot more eights than needed. But
Yeah, what does that have to do with Israel?
those are the two non-Jewish attorneys in New York that had to write a song about it.
So, according to this article from New York Times, it says evidence presented at a civil trial showed that the children, especially needy or underprivileged children, were not the exclusive recipients of the proceeds of the donated cars.
The idea we all thought was you donate your old car, that money goes to underprivileged kids, right?
yes.
And then you got some sort of voucher or something for it, or you got like a tax write-off or whatever. But that was what we all assumed it was. I didn't really know anybody with a car growing up that could donate it. Like,
Because they
I grew up in New York. You don't have a car you could give away.
My dumb ass didn't even know they were selling the cars for money. I thought you were just giving the cars to poor people.
Son, I thought that too.
Okay,
I thought,
alright,
son, no. Son, there was a part of me that was like, but what would the kids do with a car? Like, I just didn't understand this from the jump.
Yeah.
Your
but
little gourd brain couldn't handle
my
it.
gourd brain couldn't handle it.
I thought it was just a family.
You deserve to get
families need a
defrauded. All
car.
y'all deserve it, dude.
Cars for kids. I didn't get it. I was
You
like,
guys all
what is
deserve it.
this? But I assumed they would do something with the cars, sell it for parts or whatever, and
They
then the
did.
kids
That's
get
exactly what they did.
Talk to me.
That's basically it. So according to New York Times, Cars for Kids primarily funds New Jersey-based Jewish organization YERRR, which provides programs including an adult matchmaking service, trips to Israel for teens, and summer camps in New York. So yeah.
So, and now what they'll say is like, if you go to the website, it clearly shows what it is. But I think what the lawsuit is alleging is that like you're not promoting it this way in the commercial. It just looks like this car money is going to kids.
Yeah.
But like,
Well, the
guys,
commercial is like a lot of black kids.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
know. It's
Mexican
very
kids,
diverse.
A lot of white
It's
kids.
the white kid who's playing guitar, but he's not even playing it. Like, they didn't even get actual kids that can play the instruments.
Now, it says in the article, YERRR also spent money overseas, the judge wrote, including a $16.5 million to buy a building in Israel.
Jesus.
They Black Lives Matter in it.
Yeah.
they turned it into a real estate venture.
See, but that was a fucking 2-decade run right there.
Yeah, they had a nice run.
They
Y'all
nice
fucked
with
that
it.
up quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one.
You need a better
summer.
jingle, and you guys are usually good at that.
Wow. You're right.
This is the
Damn, we
commercial
had
you're
one
referencing right
summer.
Bro.
1-877 cars for kids.
here. I don't even know if we can play that.
Song still slaps,
It
bro.
does.
But none of these kids are I mean, maybe they're
Donate your
Jewish.
car today.
Listen, they should have stopped this commercial October 8th. Do you know what I mean? They should. You can't. They should have known that this was gonna come back.
Yeah, but nobody knew. Just keep it going until.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
You
So-
don't stop the Ponzi scheme. You stop it when you get caught.
Well, it's not. I guess the issue is not a Ponzi scheme. The issue is that it's going to just Jewish kids or
Yeah.
Jewish adults that want to take trips to Israel, and we all thought it was just underprivileged kids getting their first car.
Yeah.
Now the mascot is apparently a stack of cash named Fivey or Five-ish.
No
Now,
way.
can we just zoom out of the anti-Semitism that's currently happening in our
Yes,
culture?
yes.
Because we should take a moment to acknowledge that racism still exists, right? Alex?
Racism still exists.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Yes,
of people that hate Jews.
And black people.
Horrible.
And black people.
And black people.
And white people.
And there are people that hate
Yeah.
white people. No one really seems to care about that,
Yeah.
but it's all good.
We
It's
should
all
start
good.
our own charity.
We need it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We had cars, kids,
It's
collective.
just a very funny picture, right?
Why'd you stop it right here?
Yeah, I know.
Why'd you pause right here?
Well, just the image in and of itself is a South Park sketch, I think. Like, like it just is a thing that
This
you're
is
like,
crazy.
I mean, like, how
If
do
you're
they?
listening to this pod right now, please go get the video.
Yeah.
This is insanity.
No way.
This is true insanity. Oh, they're not trying to stuff the mascot in their pockets. are
They're not fighting over it.
This is a father reading the Torah with his son.
they? Kid in the back.
What is this? Is this a sketch?
No, this is posted by the official YERRR page, which is a great nonprofit that helps Jewish youth in New York. And they also are some of the main beneficiaries of Cars for Kids.
So I guess the criticism of this would
This
be
is awesome.
if they were clear about where the money would go, maybe they wouldn't get as many donations. Therefore, they were unclear about where the money went so that they could maximize. I think that's what the judge is essentially alleging in the case, right?
Yeah, and specifically just that they can't advertise in California.
Because the money is not going to kids that could benefit from it in
I
California.
think they're saying it's false advertising.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think the false advertising comes from the fact that it's misleading, not only misleading about being in California, but misleading about where the money is going to in general.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, pretty wild. In a vacuum, quite funny.
Now, outside of what's happening in the world right now, if this, like, let's say 10 years ago, we saw this and this popped up, we would be dying fucking laughing. There would be an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm about it.
Yeah.
Like, Larry would find out his car
This
was
shit is
going
hilarious.
to... Yeah, it
That's
is.
why the first thing I'm like, yo, good run, man. I'm like, gotta give it up.
Tell me 10 years ago this isn't an episode of Curb.
Yeah.
Larry finds out he's donating the car. He thinks it's going to this like local youth or whatever like that. He tells JB Smooth's character, yeah, I'm donating my car so that underprivileged kids can get the car. JB Smoove goes, Larry, you know those cars don't go to kids. Well, what the hell do they go for? They just sending adults to Israel. And then Larry goes, yeah, well, hold on. That's an episode of Curb.
Larry tries to get his car back.
He tries to get his car back.
I need my Prius.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't have your Prius. He's like, come on. I know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Come on. He goes, no, we're helping kids. Don't you want to help kids, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, give me the car.
Yeah.
I mean, all time.
Gotta donate all Volkswagens.
Did you see the, oh, dude, that's funny. That is funny that so many car manufacturers are anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
The majority. I don't know if there's one that isn't.
Toyota, no. Even
Toyota linked up with
the
Nazis.
Yeah.
Ford.
Yeah.
Ford was American, but he was not about it.
They always get their get back, dude. That's smart. They're like, yeah, you can make some anti-Semitic cars, but watch what we do. That's kind of impressive.
That was a good move. Long game.
Are you going to buy the AP Swatch collab?
No.
Really?
Please do not show me video of people fighting over this fucking collab.
You're not going to camp out for the AP Swatch collab?
Do not show
Come
me
on,
a
dude.
video that Chud the Builder masturbates to.
Put me onto this because I didn't hear about this.
Oh, God. Please do not tell me that there is a fight over an AP Swatch collab.
You've heard of AP.
Yeah.
You heard of Swatch?
And I know, both brands. So they're doing a collab.
Great news.
Swatch has been doing collabs with bigger brands because they own them. So they did like a Moon watch from Omega, and then they did an AP watch. But they never announced what the AP watch is going to look like. But AP obviously is a big brand, and there's going to be a limited amount. So people started waiting outside the store for the AP Swatch collab 7 days ahead of time, 8 days ahead of time, like in New York and Miami and the big cities where the drop was. And they never announced what it actually looked like. And there was a lot of like AI renderings that was tricking people into thinking it's going to be like some real heat fire gas. And
If these are real, like, they actually look kind of fire.
no, they're
not gonna
cool,
lie.
but it's a stopwatch. And people thought it was going to be a wristwatch. Like, it's a pocket watch.
Got it.
But now they're selling mods to turn it into a wristwatch.
Yes.
So you can buy like
A 3D printed like mod to make it back into the thing that people thought it was going to be originally.
Got it.
Yeah.
But it was never going to be a wristwatch. It was
The only
always going to be
thing
a
I
pocket watch.
don't understand, well, I guess I understand the hype, but like, China's gonna just copy this shit in like a week.
Yeah.
It's like that's the easiest thing to recreate. It's all colorful. It's plastic. It's like,
I mean, you could recreate any watch now.
yeah. But don't they have like the fake myth watch busters? Those type of
Yeah, but like I mean, the mechanics you might not be able to recreate. Like if you're actually opening up the watch and like seeing what's inside. But if you're just running it with like a shitty little battery,
Oh yeah, there's entire like rep watch sites where like you spend like $1,000.
they're
on a
expensive
watch.
still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're not $50,000 watches.
Yeah.
And you're not limited in your access to them, which is like what makes these things so expensive. I mean, that's probably why this AP like Swatch collab is popping, because it just gives people, one who would never have the access to get an AP or never be able to afford it, the ability to hold that luxury.
How much are these going for?
I think like 500.
Oh, really?
I think
okay,
so.
that's smart.
And then they're immediately reselling for like $2,000.
That's also the hustle, which
So
is
people are like, yeah, I'll stand in line. I'll get a $500 watch and flip it. So I think
$1,500 in a day you make.
most people are just trying to like flip these watches.
Yeah.
And the Omega collab was like incredibly successful with Swatch. They made moon watches, but based on the different planets. And it was pretty successful. And they're cool. And they're like a fun wear.
Shout out Swatch, man.
yeah, that's smart.
Swatch as a brand is kind of brilliant, right? Because like the whole watch thing is built around scarcity for the most part. Like people pretend like they care about the mechanisms, and like I got a buddy who like he cares about it, but like I also think he just looks at it as like an asset that's going to go up in value. But Swatch has never sold expensive watches.
They're always pretty accessible.
They're accessible, but so they've relied on specifically being cool in a business where cool is dependent on scarcity. And they've lasted just as long as all these other watch brands.
It's interesting. I don't know how. That's like the store, like you just see at the mall that you've always just passed by. Like,
But it doesn't feel cheap for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I'm more impressed with Swatch than I am Rolex or AP or any of those, because Rolex, AP, they could just charge an insane amount and never let you have it, and people are going to want to get their hands on it. Anybody can get a Swatch, and it's still cool.
Yeah.
And they still can pull AP into a collab. Doesn't help AP. Right?
That's what I don't get. I don't get why.
No, it does help.
I think there is a relevance to it, of course, and like
I think also these luxury brands are reaching the top of who they can sell to.
I think that he's
and that
100%
like
right.
you've seen it with like a bunch of different luxury brands, whether it's like Bentley, Rolls Royce,
You're
Swatch,
100%
or like AP, whatever. It's like, okay, we've sold to everyone.
Yeah.
So now do we come out with a lower level product? Well, that's going to devalue our main product. But if we do a little collab on the side, then we can open it up to a new market without necessarily devaluing our main asset.
We can't sell shit cheaper. But what we can do is get a whole new group of young people addicted to the feeling of having a prestigious watch.
Yep.
It's kind of a brilliant collab, bro.
It's like give them the crack for free, and now they understand the watch game. And now when some of them are gonna get money, and
You're right. And now maybe they choose an AP instead of a Rolex.
Yeah.
They choose an AP instead of a, what's the other one?
like
Patek Philippe.
Yeah.
Swatch is also so smart. They own a huge, I think they're like the biggest watch brand in the world, if I'm not mistaken. They own Omega, all that, and they use their own brands first to do these collabs.
That's smart.
And make this like really cool plastic Omega. And it was such a hot success that now the like local or like family owned brands, Rolex, I think AP's that, and a couple others are like maybe going to come talking to Swatch. It's a great collab reach out.
That's the thing. Like, I'm more impressed with the CEO of fucking Zara than I am the CEO of Louis Vuitton or something like that. Just because rich people are going to buy the expensive shit because they don't want to be seen as regular. So it's easy to sell them that. And then people who don't have any money want the expensive shit because then you can be like, I'm rich for a second, right? But maintaining perceived value of a brand that sells shit for cheap without it feeling cheap, that's
hard.
fucking hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Old Navy had like a little run when we were younger, maybe because we were kids, but like they had like the cargo shorts or whatever it was. And like it was the cheapest version of like the Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic. Do you remember when they all But like there was a moment where it was like the coolest.
I mean, Gap kind of does it.
Well, Gap has killed it for like a while, and I think they kind of fell off, and that's why they went to Ye.
Yeah.
But it was like attainable. It wasn't cheap. The quality was good, but there was a cool factor or a quality factor.
Yeah.
That shit is hard when anybody can buy it, but maintaining like this feeling of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what makes something cool is inherently its inaccessibility.
Yeah.
I would rather talk to that CEO and be like, how the fuck you do this?
Yeah.
Selling some shit for $1 billion that nobody can afford? Why? How is that hard?
That's why I love Genesis.
Talk to
Those cars. Have you seen them?
Yes.
They're so cool. They look amazing and they're more affordable. So it's like, I mean, Miles, you can probably speak to it better, but like, it's like the affordable luxury car.
It's Lexus in the 90s.
Yeah.
Genesis is owned by Hyundai. Hyundai, I think, owns most of Kia, if I'm not mistaken. Hyundai used to have a car called the Hyundai Genesis.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
This was their
That's
first
not what you're
foray.
talking
They
about?
wanted to make a nice car. Kia is attempting to make some nice cars.
Yeah.
And a Hyundai basically was like, all right, we got to make the next great, reliable brand. It's Lexus in the 90s. It's Acura. It's all of these middle brands that can make a high quality
And the logo
product.
kind of looks like a Bentley logo a bit.
It feels luxury.
It feels luxury, yeah. There's,
And they're awesome. And then I think they're great cars. I'm really impressed by them. And they're beautiful.
yeah, look at
and
that
they're-
logo.
That shit, no, it's
Yeah, it looks like
Aston
Bentley.
Martin.
Or
Like,
Aston Martin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Aston Martin, my bad.
And they're wildly like reliable because they come from one of the biggest brands out of
So
Korea.
that's the smart move right there, because somebody told me this, where it's like it's incredibly difficult to take a accessible brand and then do an expensive thing with it.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to buy the $10,000 suit from Zara, right? But you can move down. So like people would absolutely buy the $500 suit from Prada. That would be the highest selling thing the fucking Prada would have, right?
The $500 AP from
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
because basically you want to buy in to the luxury brand at the cheapest amount. It's almost like a real estate purchase where you're like, you want the shittiest house in the nicest neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can I buy into this neighborhood? Fuck my house.
Yeah.
So creating an entirely different car so that you can have the quote unquote like luxury. I don't know if Genesis is luxury.
It is.
actually easier than selling an expensive Hyundai.
Oh, yeah.
Because who's
Yeah.
buying a $100,000 Hyundai?
Well, there used to be
yeah.
something called, I think, the Hyundai Equus.
Okay.
And that was like their attempt, but it didn't sell.
Didn't work. But like you've seen, like Toyota had to make Lexus because people were gonna cap out at how much they'd spend on a Toyota.
Yeah.
Right.
And the original Lexuses were legit just rebadged Toyotas with leather seats.
Yeah.
But it was just enough to be good. Like
It's weird
original,
how
like,
our brains work in that.
that
way.
original LS400 is so cool. I don't know.
Miles' first car.
That was your first car?
Yeah.
No. My first car was a Toyota Avalon, which is like the Toyota's version. They were trying to go
I remember
upgrade.
that.
What was
Yeah.
the Lexus you had in college though?
ES300.
It was the Toyota Corolla,
Yeah.
then the Toyota Camry,
Yeah.
and then the Toyota Avalon.
I had the Avalon. Now they have the Crown, I think, is like their new high brand.
But I think Uber did that. So when Uber first started, it was just black cars
Oh, really?
in its earliest iteration. So it was like you got a fancy car service. And then as they scaled, they got to do Uber X or whatever it is, where like it barely needs 4 wheels and like it just fucking smells and it's horrible. But like but they knew, they're like, we can offer a cheaper version of this.
Yeah.
But Lyft, for example, started at
With
the
the
cheap
regular.
version.
Yeah.
Nobody's ordering a Lyft black car,
Yeah.
right? Because your perception of Lyft.
Right.
It's the cheap.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You ever order Uber and a yellow taxi pulls up?
That shit
It's
is
hilarious. and
that shit is a little frustrating.
he goes,
bro.
from Mark? I'm like, how do you know my name?
Yeah.
Who told you my name? What,
Yeah, we can't do all
what do you
that.
know about me? What is going on
You
here?
remember Uber Pool?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, you'd be going uptown and someone else would be going uptown on the same street and they'd just pick them up and you'd be talking in the car.
Yup.
Yep.
That was wild. I also like that time of the night where you in New York City can land it where the black cars are going down to just regular Uber X. So
Yeah.
you just call it Uber X and a nice ass like
Oh, how good does that feel
Yeah.
when you call like just the Uber regular and the,
The
SUV
Suburban pulls
shows
up.
up?
Yeah, it's fire.
It's like, oh, a nice little free.
Dude, I was talking to my buddy Chris about this. The Uber tried to roll out a thing where they were like, okay, we're gonna have like a van, like an 8 or 10 passenger van that goes on specific routes, and then you can get on at any point and get off at any point. And he was like, You just invented the bus. You're just
First of all,
describing buses.
that's not even Uber. Jamaicans were doing that in Brooklyn for our
$2
entire
van.
life.
Yeah.
There was a $2 bus, and it was like an unsanctioned thing in Brooklyn.
It was the dollar van.
Or the dollar
van.
van. And I think it went up to $2.
Yeah,
Damn,
Something like that.
inflation.
But it was the dollar van in Brooklyn, and it was always Jamaicans that ran it, and they
Queens.
had their route, and that's kind of how you got around parts of Brooklyn that didn't have a lot of.
Bro, that's how I got around Far Rockaway.
Was it in Queens too?
Yeah.
I guess there's Jamaicans in Queens.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so fun. I feel like Chinese churches have this all the time.
Well, Chinese had the bus.
Yeah.
It was a full bus.
So Chinese would do this bus service that would take you from Chinatown to Chinatown. So you could go to Boston, but you go from Canal Street to Boston Chinatown. And it basically was cheaper than every other Greyhound bus service or Bolt bus or whatever that fucking
Still to
was.
this day.
I took
They
it to
still got
DC.
DC was the route, so that was like the little hack, and then white people found out about it, and you just had to be cool with a dude with like a live chicken on his lap saying that's it. But it was by far the cheapest.
Yeah. Like $20
for
will get you
$12,
fucking,
I think.
And
Crazy.
then there was like a murder on it.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
Bro, these buses always accidents. Like,
Oh, yeah.
No, do
it's
you remember
always-
there was like a gang? I think it was like some gang shit because
Oh,
they were
really?
obviously like. I don't know if this is for sure, but you assume that they can charge that cheap because they're also running something else between the different Chinatowns.
Oh, interesting.
You remember the murder that happened on the bus where the guy cut
How
the
do
other
you think
guy's...
COVID spread so fast? Like there's a clip. No, no.
The mega bus flew.
mega
No, I know exactly what you're about
The
to
one
bring up.
where he cuts other guy's head off right in front of everyone on the bus. You ever heard of this?
Was that on a Chinatown bus?
No, it was on, I think it was
Well-
in Canada, bro.
Yeah, it was in Canada. This guy, Vince Weigang Lee, killed a 22-year-old after hearing what he thought was the voice of God. He starts killing the guy. Everyone runs off the bus. He beheads him and holds up the head in the window, and he's like,
Smiling and shit.
yeah, God told me to do this.
Nah.
And according to BBC News,
Holy
he was
Out, bro.
granted freedom.
Yeah, he's out.
Off of
Insane.
momentary insanity or whatever it's called.
Yeah, according to this article, the voice told me that I had a third story of the Bible and that I was the second coming of Jesus and I was to save people from a space alien attack. He also said that he was, quote, really sorry.
Who's to say
Sorry.
that's not true,
It
yo?
was really sorry.
He's really sorry. And then he was
Sorry,
allowed.
guys. I didn't mean to do that.
He was allowed to live in his own apartment in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and is still the subject to monitoring to ensure that he took his medication.
Who's to say it's not true? We keep calling these people crazy, man. Maybe they just prophets.
Right? We called Noah crazy.
Yeah.
And built an ark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They called Eileen crazy. You know.
Nope. Nope.
All right, final.
Of course, I wasn't trying to catch you. It
Fool
was
me
too.
once,
It was
bro.
too.
Fool me
it was too
once.
soon.
What are my Knicks
But-
at?
Yeah, final feelings, no fact.
What are my Knicks at?
That clip was so funny, bro. Just watching that was so good.
That was
Are you willing to talk
enjoyable
about it? You want to do game one? You want to talk about the series?
I want
Like,
to
how
talk
you-
about the series. What do we have for the series?
We busting that ass. That's where we at.
We're at
71.
71%
Come
right
on,
now.
baby.
Yeah.
Kalshi odds for the series are 71%. I hate this. I don't even feel comfortable being ahead.
Yeah.
Like I feel my comfort is being the underdog and having irrational confidence about that.
Right.
My comfort is not we're supposed to sweep them. That makes me feel very. Yeah. I
Well, let's go back to April 23rd.
Yeah,
then.
April 23rd at 1 a.m. It was Cleveland was up, so you would have been happy then.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Cleveland's busting your ass in April 29th.
That's better. I
at
feel
1
better
a.m.
about that. I got to stand the pass. How do you feel, Al?
I'm only going to game one because it's like if I'm bad luck, we'll still have enough time to recover.
Why would you even do that?
I gotta go to one.
That's
bro.
selfish,
I
bro.
gotta go to. I gotta
That's
go to
selfish.
one. Come
That's
on,
selfish.
man. I gotta go to one.
That's
We're gonna remember
we
this.
feel too good. This is come
I-
on.
not-
bro.
We're gonna remember this.
Gotta go to one. I gotta go.
Where are you gonna be for game one?
In a bunker.
Soundproof studio.
Gotta go.
I'll
to
be
one.
honest. I thought about going. And I was like, let's get a couple W's on our belt first. Let's just see what happens. Let's see how the boys play. They've been off. That's another thing. They've been off for a week.
That's good. They're nice and rested. Fucking Cleveland won 7 games. They tired.
Yeah, they're tired, but they're
Old
also in a
legs.
rhythm. They're in a rhythm.
Come on.
Did you
man.
check your DMs? Did anyone send you some sneak photos of them out at clubs or anything?
Somebody sent me something. Not out at a club. It was like somebody they were talking about. It was like one of the Knicks players talking about something. But I think they've been good.
Okay, that's
But
good.
you know, Harden's already celebrating at a strip club. Like, we good.
Well, that's the other thing. It's like
good.
they got partiers on Cleveland.
Yep.
And like New York, this is where it's time. Like you got to be
PSYOP. You gotta do a PSYOP.
It's not even a psyop.
Nah, you gotta send in the honeypots, dude.
Yeah, but that's not a. Is that a psyop? I thought a psyop is something else.
I mean, kind of. It was just a covert operation.
Weak in the knees. You got guys that want to party. If there's anybody, like it should be free liquor, free tables for any Cleveland's.
Yep.
Any cab.
Put their
that
ass
wants to
against
go-
the window, start sucking.
Sucking.
Put them up against the window, lick the booty hole.
I mean that sincerely. Like there are hoes here in New York that you fucking guys that really don't deserve you.
Yes.
Now you could do something great for the city. You could be a hero.
Yep.
You could literally be a hero. So you know who to go after on that team. And like, listen, this is the greatest city in the world. People get caught up in shit. A lot of these guys in Cleveland, they're in Cleveland all year. They never experienced fine dining like this.
Son, use that throat for good.
Yes.
Not only use the throat, like, listen, use some old fish in their meals. You know what I mean? Like, if they're going out to eat,
Now
like,
it's a PSYOP. Now it's a PSYOP.
there's more ways to win. Listen, Michael Jordan just randomly gets a fucking flu after having pizza at 2 a.m. No, they poison that motherfucker.
Wow.
I'm not saying you should poison people.
No, suck him off. James Harden, he needs to get sucked off.
I'm not saying you
Donovan
should
Mitchell
do that.
needs to be sucked off.
We don't want any lasting damage.
Max Struss needs to be sucked off.
You gonna do
Evan
that
Mobley
shit?
sucked off. Jared Allen sucked off. We need all of these sucked.
New York, now it's time, bro. You don't just let the boys fight on the court. This is a fight the entire series, wherever they are.
Drain them.
Drain them out.
Suck them.
Suck them, dude. Be a eater.
Yo, I mean, literally, like now is the time. Like now is if you're. Now is the time, man. That's all I'm trying to say. Now is the time, guys. We all need to rally around our boys and make it as easy as possible for them out there. It's a commitment as a city.
Yep. You can do your part.
You can do your part. You will be rewarded for it.
Yes.
If you are the girl that causes unbelievable turmoil for any team the Knicks are facing, just know you're queen of the city.
Yes.
You're queen of the city. Doors are open.
Put them on a parade. Give them the front flow to the parade.
They would absolutely get that. We celebrate like that.
Yep. It's a very liberal city.
It's a very liberal city.
And if you're sucking off James, Donovan, Max, Evan, and Jarrett, get on front of the float, dude.
I'd be honest. I think that we would reward that here.
Oh, absolutely.
We would absolutely reward that. Yeah. Anyway.
We got this. We got this.
All right. We
Come
also
on,
got
baby.
the Obsession movie.
Yeah,
I think
can
you're
you
going to be
explain
fascinated
this
by
to me?
this.
'Cause
The
I'm hearing
Netflix
this.
MVP fights.
Obsession movie.
We got the Odyssey trailer that people are talking about.
Should we go rip a little Patreon on these right now?
Let's jump on.
Okay, we're going to rip Patreon right now. We'll see you guys there. Patreon.com/flagrant. Peace.